I'm a targeted individual. The perps are sitting here with me. They are trying to sabotage all of my efforts in reporting this issue. I have met with the police actually, and a distant relative is deputy director at counterterrorism. He was a prick twice. I was supposed to bring along another witness yesterday, and the other witness seems to have been to be blackmailed or bribed by the perps. I'm not quite sure what his deal is. We met 4 times and we were working sort of together on this, on getting through to direct contact within the government or similar. And he suddenly pulled off and told me to wait. And then I found out about my cousin, and I arranged a meeting with him purely because we are related. He saw me, and I promised to bring along a second witness because he is the policeman was not familiar with the technology I was talking about. So the access that the terrorists use is electronic access. They claim that these computers were built long before the personal computer, long before the internet. They worked on this network. So it seems that engineering took off quite some time ago, and allegedly Illuminati advanced through to a stage where they read the code of the matrix, the system, or the holographic system. So these computers allow electronic access to our holograms. Individuals and locations can be traced by reference. So anything is visible to them. They suggest that, for example, some high-profile celebrities or billionaires, etc., the rich and powerful, have electronic sort of shroud. So, for instance, computer operators wouldn't be able to see in Mark Zuckerberg's toilet, for example, or his bedroom. So they have shrouds programmed to preserve their privacy, unlike the rest of us. Allegedly, they also use electronic security and the services of electronic programmers. These programmers work on mind control, so they have access to our brains. The terrorists are computer operators on the dark side of the system of things. They are in organized crime groups, professional terrorists and whatnot, if you know what I mean. So we are in the hands, we are hostage to schizophrenic terrorists, at least, and I appreciate this, they are honest about their identities, and they have come forward with the truth about the system. They have provided me with loads of data, which is extremely important and interesting, and it should be available to the entire population of the planet. And it is a shame for the guys, for the advanced scientists, physicists, mathematicians and programmers who managed and came up with this equipment and scientific breakthrough, that we never knew about it, and by the looks of it, it has gone all wrong, in the wrong hands. So these operators work and exist worldwide to manage population locally, etc. There's a lot of information, so I don't have the time for right now. The important issue is that most within the police or even top positions within secret services, etc., would not be familiar with the technology. So we need to search for private contacts or request direct meetings with top ranking politicians or top ranking military, or the artistic circles. For example, I'm told that for instance top artists, top actors would know about the system. So top Illuminati, top high Masonic level, and top positions, government positions within each country. So we're mostly screwed about reporting this, because the selection of targeted individuals is a little bit vulnerable. We have been hit our entire lives by the looks of it. My situation is that I'm under direct attack for 4 years now. The first 2 years were extreme stress only, around the clock. The perps don't sleep, they stay up on hard drugs. So we have schizophrenia, killer gene, terrorism, and hard drugs. It is not quite safe, basically. For the past 18 months, I have been suffocated and choked. They have knocked my teeth out. They modified my entire appearance, so hair, teeth, nose, eyes, eye color, eye shape, face, body, arms, hands, legs, feet. Absolutely everything is completely different. So this is done through graphic design feature on the system. They claim that each of us has an original blueprint, and most of the people have by now been modified through generations. So I'm not quite sure that I'm actually really grateful about this information. But it seems that we know absolutely nothing about life and ourselves. They have provided detail on my ancestry, my family, which I appreciate, but the torture isn't worth it. I receive death threats constantly. I am constantly in agony. I get extreme headaches, toothache, suffocation, 14 months of rape, electronic rape, 18 months of suffocation through lung pressure. I was choked for 2 entire nights. They had their hands around my neck and were choking me. It has been really, really, really stressful. All of us seem to be in a position where we can't really share with family, etc. Governments prefer to ignore the issue for the time being because they are hypocrites. They are greedy, possibly also bear schizophrenic genes or something. I wouldn't, in a position of influence and power, I would never, most definitely never allow for this to go down, really. Other human beings being tortured to death, very often on my payroll. I'm not quite sure as to the genetic qualities of the Illuminati, the bankers who actually fund the wages of the operators in the system. This is basically it. So if you